We all know Meghan isn't attending the coronation, but that hasn't stopped her side of the family from speaking out. Thomas Markle says Meghan killed him, then mourned him in a Bombshell interview. Her dad has spoken to an Australian network alongside Meghan's siblings, Samantha and Thomas Jr. She hasn't spoken to any of them since marrying Harry in 2018. Thomas says it'll be his final press interview.
In the book, Harry describes Meghan as mourning the loss of her father.
Yeah.
I knew my way around grief, and there was no mistaking it. This was pure grief. She was mourning the loss of her father.
Sounds as though you're dead.
Yeah, exactly. She killed me and then mourned me.
Is it possible to put all that water under the bridge and have a chat to her?
I don't think she would do it without a motive.
If Meghan was here now, what would you say to her?
Let's go somewhere and talk. And I say, what's wrong? What? How can I fix this? How can I fix this?
I do think Thomas Markle and both those bozos are clowns, and I don't like them at all. However, having said that, it's not a million miles away from Harry and Meghan talking about the royal family, and Harry still wants to reconnect with the family. I think they should at least meet them.
Reach out.
Yeah, reach out and speak to the
He
dad.
lives in a place called Rosarita. It's about 2.5 hours drive from Los Angeles, maybe 3.5 from where they live in Montecito. She has not seen him since before they got married, and Harry has never met Thomas Markle.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. And whatever you think of Meghan, I'm not going to argue about who we like and who we don't like, but I don't think she's treated her dad well.
I think it's sad. It's hugely sad. You can see somebody who's clearly suffered a range of health issues himself. Clearly, he knows that he's wrong-footed. He's been wrong-footed by the press. He has wrong-footed the press. We all know that, and maybe he has been exploited as a result of that. But surely, you know, from her perspective, again, whether you like or whether you don't, doesn't matter. The fact is that you've got one dad. Whether you talk to the bozo clown sisters and all that sort of business, that's a different matter. And we all know that families are complicated. Theirs triply so. That having been said, you know, you've got a chance. You know, if you do it in private...
And she had written to him, hadn't she? She had written...
but I
read it in the Mail on Sunday.
Yeah, I think it's just tremendously sad.
I know.
None of us here can know what really has
Exactly.
gone on,
No,
the
of
rights
course
and wrongs on either side. All we can see as outsiders is a man who looks pretty broken. Genuinely, any father would be if they'd lost their daughter to all intents and purposes. They're completely estranged. It looks, he said it'll be his final press interview, so he's clearly not feeling that he's going to be around or he's going to have more health issues. I just think it's tragic. You know, we can't judge in a sense except for what we see, which is just, please get together again.
I think that's the point, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a kind of that. It feels like there's a common humanity that's missing there.